Welcome to Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt of the Marquardt Law Firm at marquardtlawfirm.com.
Welcome back to Talk Law Radio. I'm Todd Marquardt. This is Stuart Waldenmaier. He owns and operates TLC Advisory Group. He's been talking about how to pay for the high cost of long-term care, all the different ways that you can pay for it, all the different options. And if you want to call him for information or email him, you can, and we'll let you give your contact information in just a bit. But now it's time for the legacy segment.
And now it's time for the Talk Law Radio Legacy Spotlight. What's your legacy? Sponsored by Marquardt Law Firm.
Stuart, you know that attorneys at Marquardt Law Firm focus on business and estate law, including last wills, living trusts, and tax-protected inheritance plans. It's all about legacy.
It's all about it.
So we like to ask our guest for the show about their legacy, and you can share some family heirlooms or some values that you learned from those who have gone before you, or you can talk about family heirlooms or values that you plan to pass on to your kids and grandkids.
Well, definitely, Todd, legacy planning is the fifth step of our financial review that we do with clients. And it's so important to pass on just the morals, values, of course, assets, things of that nature. But a lot of people have a unique story or things that they've done in their life. Whether it was swimming and getting, like I did, I swam competitively. I don't look like it for 18 years, but I have a whole trove of trophies, medals.
Wow.
Ribbons, a box of them. I don't have a display room for them because I didn't become Olympian. Every time the Olympics come around, I'm like, that's great. But, there's certain things that folks, for me personally, one of my biggest legacy is hard work. I learned that from my grandparents, my father and mother, just working hard and helping others. Always not only just helping yourself, but helping others. And that's why I do what I do today. And it's not a job. I get up every day, and it's a passion to go out and help people. We pray with people in our office, a little different than a lot of other advisory firms, and that we got to get to know our clients, and they share with us what's going on, and we share our struggles, and because we all have struggles. Mm-hmm. And so my biggest legacy is what we've developed with TLC Advisory Group, which stands for Trust, Loyalty, Commitment. We also say tender, loving care. And one of our new advisors said, and it also could be taste like chicken, but that's not. But it definitely something that I put all these years and passion into building is for that legacy to pass down. Hopefully, some of my family involvement, of course, and with the staff of the company to continue the legacy when I'm long gone. Hopefully, many years down the road.
Right, that's a terrific legacy, and everybody that you help. Sometimes they refer their family members to you, and so that's them helping their family members.
Right, and we don't ask for folks to refer people to us. It happens. And as a business owner, yourself, you understand, mm-hmm. That's the biggest form of gratitude, that you're doing the right things. When all of a sudden we get the seventh or eighth, because we have some big families in San Antonio, mm-hmm. and we get the seventh or eighth sibling to come work with us, that's a lot. And then we get the parents, but we haven't had to do really any type of marketing programs because we just get so many referrals because obviously we're doing what's right. And that's by looking at each individual person and their individual circumstance.
Is there anything that we need to follow up on with regards to paying for long-term care that you had on your list that you might want to give more details about?
Really not. Just the main thing is it can and will wipe out an estate if you haven't prepared for it. Is to sit down with an advisor, look at all the options, figure out if long-term care is doable for you and how you can leverage to take care of that part of the planning piece. Because that's one that's it's not until we see it on the crisis Medicaid side. The family calls and mom's going from hospital to the nursing home, and they're not expecting her to be able to go home. How am I going to take care of her? And they haven't thought about the what if with the long-term care. So that's the
Right.
only thing is much like getting your wills, your power of attorneys, getting those things done in advance from the legal side is to get your ducks in a row on the long-term care side.
I meet with a lot of people that work for great companies that have great company benefits, and most of these people have no idea what they have. They just spend so much money paying for their company benefits every month
Right.
that they think they have everything. And so I'll ask them, do you have long-term care insurance? And they'll say, oh, yeah, it's with the company. Do you ever help people review their company benefits and see where the holes are?
Well, they get that confused. They get long-term and short-term disability many times confused with true long-term care.
Right.
They're thinking of for a disability that they could have their check covered, okay,
Right.
with short-term and long-term. Now, some companies do have actually offer a group long-term care, and when that's available, we tell our customers and clients, do take a look at it, get the information, we can review it, because usually that's a simplified way that they can obtain some long-term care.
Mark, did we have a call? Okay. Well, you could call the show if you wanted to. It's almost over, but the number is 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. And why don't you remind us how people can contact you if they are interested in looking at their options, and how do I pay for this? It's so expensive.
Right. To reach me and to reach our team, call 210-298-0237. Again, that's 210-298-0237. Or you can email me at Stuart, STUART, at tlcag.net. And you can go to our website and also look, because we have a lot of information on our website about long-term care, videos that I've done, short videos about it. I guess the one thing that I did miss out saying is that one way that we find that we can fund some of the long-term care benefits is old life insurance policies, whole life policies that have cash value. Mm-hmm. They have a death benefit, the cash value. People aren't using the cash value. The initial was to use that for maybe loans to help pay kids for college. They never did that. Mm-hmm. We can utilize that to get today's hybrid life insurance policies that have the long-term care leverage. We can utilize existing annuities on the annuity to annuity transfer. That's what the Pension Protection Act allowed, was to transfer from one annuity to a hybrid long-term care annuity. And if you need to use the hybrid long-term care annuity, all the gains that you had in that prior annuity are tax-free. So it opened up the door for helping provide that, and we can do monthly life insurance, annual. There's all different solutions.
Okay. And tax-free is real money.
That's real money. I mean, like I said, from going $100,000 to $300,000 tax-free, if you're at age 80, it's going to take a very, very over-aggressive investing to grow $100,000 to $300,000 after tax-free.
Awesome.
So.
Back to the legacy question, you had told me about an idea that you had for some of your clients to make a video of their legacy using Zoom or other video conferencing software. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I've seen it and recommended for several of our clients, and they're actually doing it. If anybody wants to look, you saw yesterday on the evening news, Eric Dane, his last interview, because he had ALS, his last interview he left was recorded, but he didn't air it until after his passing, and his last words was to his two girls, almost makes me cry, "I love you, good night." So doing a video is a great way to just share with each of you. You can do it to each of your different children, to your spouse. Mm-hmm. You can write a letter to a spouse and leave it, and you can update them. But it's a great tool to just share and write down what you care about. And of course, I know folks don't want to do it because that's talking about something that I don't want to have happen. Mm-hmm. But the clients who have done it, they love it. We have a vault that we use for putting together all documents for a client in a safe, secure place. then one could be having a video link there, or you can do these little flash drives now. I mean, the technology has increased so much.
Right.
That it's so much easier to do things like that. And it's a lot more than just a piece of paper, the will or a trust, sitting down and going through it, because it's more personal.
Right. Personal values. What are the hopes and the dreams and the goals that you have for your kids? They used to do that back in the Old Testament. Mm-hmm. They would the blessing that the father gave his sons was, "This is what I hope you will accomplish."
Right.
And so that's the video that I would do. I would say, get to work, take care of your family, do things for other people, take care of God's people, and of course, somehow do something to expand the kingdom of God.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about your faith and how you said that you share your faith with your clients. Tell us about what that means for your family.
Well, we're a Christian family, and my wife is actually in her PhD writing
the big paper.
The big paper, the little 250-page thesis that she's doing, and doing research on that right now, and working on it. And we've led the young adults in our church during that COVID time period. That was a interesting time to do that. And but it's just sharing our faith with our clients, because we do see so many people have medical chronic illnesses and things, and that diagnosis of cancer, I got to have a bypass surgery, and just to say, if you don't mind, I'd like to just pray with you right now. And so we do it. So every day, I never know if I'm going to go in and going to be praying with some of our family members and clients of ours, or if it's just going to be a regular day.
Right.
You never know.
Okay. Well, thank you for being on the show.
Well, thank you very much, Todd, and I feel blessed to be here with you guys. Awesome.
Well, you've been listening to Talk Law Radio. This is Stuart Waldenmaier. He has a company called TLC Advisory Group. If you're interested in exploring your options with him, go to his website,
TLCadvisorygroup.net.
I'll talk to you later.
This has been Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt, brought to you by the Marquardt Law Firm. You can learn more at marquardtlawfirm.com. And be sure to listen to the full Talk Law Radio show Saturday mornings at 11 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Most families don't realize they have hidden legal blind spots until it's too late. Wills, trusts, Medicaid planning, even protecting a business. These are the kinds of issues attorney Todd Marquardt helps uncover before they become problems. Todd is the host of Talk Law Radio, where each week he guides listeners through the legal challenges families, veterans, and business owners face, while showing them the practical steps to protect what matters most. Catch Talk Law Radio, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 6:30 a.m. The Word, and now in Houston on AM 1070 and 103.3 FM The Answer, or anytime on YouTube. Planning isn't just about documents. It's about peace of mind, security for loved ones, and building a legacy that lasts. Don't wait for a crisis. Do it before you die.